Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the panel 8 and 9 of the SAC conference. Today we have 6 papers within 2 panels. The first is folk performing objects preservation and construction of cultural identity. The moderator is Associate Professor Thitipon Kantiwong, Faculty of Fine Arts, Chiang Mai University, Thailand. This panel contains paper 1 from non-structure to structure, the preservation of Tandak Melayu Sarawak, presented by Ms. Nurulakmal, Abdul Wahid, Performing Arts Department, Faculty of Music and Performing Arts, Sultan, Idris, Education, University, Malaysia. Paper 2, Conservation of Vietnamese Local Music, presented by Associate Professor Dr. Lê Văn Tuan, Vietnam National Academy of Music, Vietnam Institute of Museology, Vietnam. Paper 3, Configuring Folk Performance of Convivial Theater, the Eagle of the Samal Bajau of Southern Philippines, presented by Dr. Matthew Santamaria, the Asian Center, University of Philippines, and Dr. Ricardo Abad, Department of Sociology and Anthropology, Ateneo, the Manila University. And the second panel is Politics and Representation of National Identity in Folk Performances. The moderator is Mr. Ananna Kong, Faculty of Music, Silpakorn University, Thailand. Paper 1, Chinese Lions and Dragons in Malaysia, Performing Collective Identity and Community, presented by Professor Dr. Tan Suan Beng, School of Arts, University, Saint Malaysia. Paper 2, Hokkien Opera in Singapore, Cultural Continuity and Social Change, presented by Professor Dr. Chuan Supong, Chinese Opera Institute, Singapore. Paper 3, Chinese Music in the Philippines, History and Contemporary Practice, presented by Dr. Arsenio Nicholas, College of Music, Mahasarakam University, Mahasarakam, Thailand. And now we will start the panel 8, and please welcome our moderator, Associate Professor Thitipon Kantiwong.
Good morning, everybody. In this morning session, I'm very glad to be moderate for this session. In this morning, the theme is the folk performing objects, preservation and construction of cultural identity. According to our keynote speaker, that he talked from the beginning about the structure or non-structure. So today we will have 3 papers to present in this morning with 4 speakers in this morning. So please welcome our speaker, Ms. Nurulakmal Abdul Wahid, for the present the for her paper, and the second one Associate Professor Dr. Lê Văn Tuan from Vietnam, and the last presenter will be two persons from Philippines, Dr. Ricardo Abad and Dr. Matthew Santamaria. So can you please on the stage? So please come to this on the stage. One by one. Okay, one by one. Okay.
Hello. Very good morning to everyone. I'm so nervous in front of here with all the, all the seniors, all the professor, doctor. So today, this is my first time to Bangkok, and beautiful people, beautiful country, and good for shopping. Okay, okay. Today, I will talk about one traditional performance in Sarawak, part of Malaysia, and as we know, at Borneo Island. So this is the map. Sarawak is in between in the South China Sea. Okay. Introduction. Gendang Melayu Sarawak is one of the traditional performing arts in the state of Sarawak. This tradition belongs to Malay culture and is an art product which strengthens the relationship between members of the community. The performance serves the function of entertainment for events such as wedding, new birth, and moving to a new house. Three main parts, namely in the Gendang Melayu Sarawak, these three main parts, which is bergendang, which is the music, bermukun, the poem, and bertandak, the dancing. Tandak Melayu, or the Malay joget lama, is one part of the structure of the traditional Gendang Melayu Sarawak performance, which are very popular among the Malay community in Sarawak. In ancient times, this performance was considered for matchmaking activities at weddings. The theme is about love, status, and advice for often used during bermukun, which is the poems, between a seh gendang, female drummer, and penanda, which is dancer. This activity was highly encouraged in the past because it motivated relatives and neighbors to assist with finalizing the wedding preparation. In contemporary times, this practice re-emerging not only at weddings but also during other gatherings. Tandak means dance, while bertandak means dancing. In the past, tandak was also known as a nopeng, as almost all the dancers traditional use a piece of cloth casing, like kain sarung jenis pelikat, to wrap parts of the head, face to look like a ninja. Okay, bertandak is the final part of this traditional performance in which the seh gendang starts to beat the drum and deliver content which signals the opening of the point as entire dancer stand by. Tandak consists of men who dance in pairs. They dance freely and spontaneously without a per-plan flow pattern arrangement. There are 4 rules that should be observed by him, the penanda, during these activities, including 1. The penanda should answer the rhymes that have been sold by the seh gendang. 2. The dancer cannot jump the cue when answering the rhymes by the female drummer. So while the dancer dance in pairs, only one dancer should answer the rhymes. The third one is if the dancer wants to sell a point to the seh gendang after he has answered the previous rhyme, the penanda should continue to deliver a point before the seh gendang continues to sell the rhymes. The fourth one is if the penanda does not know how to answer the rhymes that have been sold out, then the penanda should be replaced by another penanda. Okay, this performance got set and props. It should be the blinds or the curtain fastened with a rope into a 2 point. The first at around 3 feet level is used to cover the bottom part, which is the drum. The second level curtain is tied at the top around the 2 or 3 feet mark, so that only the eye level of the female drummer can be seen by the dancer. Okay, these two photos shows that two different time. On the left is we know all the Malay community in village. I think this is 1960, and then all the girls, all the young girls sit behind the segendang. And then the second one is with two blind, and then the dancer in front of the segendang. I think this one is 1970s. Okay. All young men will normally be interested to join in this performance, so that they will participate in the left matchmaking activities. Ramli Ali, my informant, mentioned that the dancer will cross the river to the next village armed with the sheets, well-ironed shirts and beret shoes is a formal black shoes that have been polished. They carry with them extra shirt, as this activity are held over many hours from evening until dawn, causing them to perspire and become lethargic. To reduce their discomfort, they change their clothes so they will always have an attractive stage present, especially in front of the segendang and particularly the girls of the village. The traditional form of tanda, presented in pairs of two male dancers who dance spontaneously and independently in accordance with their respective requirements while remaining in the same style and manner. As they dance in pairs, the order of the resulting floor pattern is quite limited. We can see floor patterns such as letter C, backwards and forwards, to the stage left and right, or backwards and forward, front or back. Here I use lama notation to show that the first here is letter C. We can use they're dancing in pairs in letter C, and then this one from the stage left and right and coming back, and also front and back. Okay, this is the traditional dancer, two dancing in pairs. Okay, and then the penanda will produce the tanda step, the dance steps by themselves, and will dance while they participate in this performance. No international performance, no specific names given by penanda, by the dancer. In the past, the tanda steps were learned by listening to verbal instruction, oral, and observation by the other dancers. There is no rehearsal with the dancer, and some dancer will not share or teach new step to other dancer, and then the other dancer try to replicate. And this happened because of if one dancer got a new steps, they will perform in this performance, and everyone will look, wow, this is a new step. Okay, we try to replicate the style. So his name, the penanda names will be famous and among the kampong and also another village and another village. Okay. The structuring process of tanda, the dance. Ramli Ali is one of the choreographer of Sarawak Cultural Village. In 2009, he traveled to several districts in Sarawak, including Kuching, Daro, Mukah Kapit town, to observe the progress of Gendang Melayu Sarawak. He conducted participant observation and found that there were similarities and differences between the dance presented in several districts. He was attracted to the movement of tanda that were presented by senior dancer and took the opportunity to learn the dance step. Through observation, the senior dancer were found to have dance with the expression in the performance. He collected and recorded many dance steps, of which several different types and style were obtained from each village in the districts that he visited. After structuring the movement, he began to teaching the steps to the young dancer at the Sarawak Cultural Village. He created the initial floor plans for this dance using 6 dancers and then rearranged them to be systematically structured, neat and in various styles. This is the floor plan that Ramli Ali used in this choreography, the new dance repertoire in Sarawak Cultural Village. He collect all the steps and he structure again and he give the name each of the we call it langkah, the steps, the langkah. And then the on the right is Awan Darat floor plan. All the dancer dancing in backwards with the triple steps. Okay, from non-structured to structured. In this is comparison in traditional performance, and when it's Ramli Ali put it in stage performance at the Sarawak Cultural Village. The change is one is the number of the dancer. The dancer in traditional performance to male dancer dance in open space and on the house balcony organized by the organizer, the owner of the house. And in stage performance, dancer increase total of 6 or 8 male dancer, and they perform in stage in the auditorium. The second one is the manner and the style of Batanda. The concept of dancing in pair is very strong between the dancer. The dancer in traditional performance, they dance spontaneously and independent with more improvisation between them. Okay, and in the stage performance, the choreographer will choreograph and the dancer will dance in the same style using the same posture. The third one, the fourth one is step of tanda. In traditional performance, the dancer create the movement, but they don't have specific name to put with the step, all the step. And then in stage performance, Ramli Ali, each step was given a name and feature on style and make it more attractive and unique. And the last one is the costume and the makeup. In traditional performance, there are 2 types of costume change. In the James Brooke family come to Sarawak, and all the Malay use the long or short sleeve shirt, black pants, songkok velvet cap that we saw last night. Cambodian dancer use it, and the formal shoes, beret shoes. The second one is after that the Malay community wearing the traditional costume, which is a baju Melayu and kain sarong with the songkok. Okay, in stage performance, Ramli Ali still using 2 versions of this costume because in Sarawak Cultural Village there are 2 sessions of the performance in 11 o'clock and 4:30 p.m. Okay, conclusion. The performing arts of the Gendang Melayu Sarawak stage at Sarawak Cultural Village have become a part of the dance repertoire performance of Malay folk tradition, which symbolize the cultural identity of the Malay community in the state. This performance is a social art that helps foster Malay relationship between communities. Additionally, tourists have become familiar the culture and identity of the Sarawak Malay community through this performance. This research demonstrates the performing arts of Gendang Melayu Sarawak have profile and cultural identity of Malay community in the state. The process of changing from non-structured to structured form has helped to sustain and preserve these performing arts, especially of the Malay in Sarawak. Okay, I will show you. This is the kumpulan, the group that I use in traditional performance. One family, and this is Ramli Ali. This one. Ramli Ali, and then this is young dancer at Sarawak Cultural Village. Okay, I will show you the video. I have time. Okay. Okay. Traditional performance in. Oops, sorry. Which one? Which one? This one. Oh, okay. So sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. This one is the from the Kampong Sabuan Hile. So this one, the style of the two male dancer, which is always we can see all the veterans dancer will do this. Okay, this performance. It's okay. 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 This traditional performer, the dancer, they will more do the improvisation, and then they when they change the movement, they will be signal the partner, even the eyebrow or the shoulder, and change the movement. So they dance spontaneously and freely. Okay. But all young dancers now can't really replicate the movement of the all the veteran dancer do. Okay, this is one. Okay. Okay, the next one is which one? Oh my God. So sorry, I cannot answer. Oh, okay, it's okay. The desktop, yeah, okay, desktop. Okay. This one from Sarawak Culture Village that Ramli Ali do, the structuring, the everything. Actually, the music changed because of the the poems activity. Only the music, and all music are all men musician, and no female drummer, or they change, and then they also change the melody. In traditional performance, the gendang lead the style, the music. But this when they change to gendang, they not change the gendang, but they add on accordion. So the melody dancer will dance with listen to the melody. This is Awan Darat. Costume they're using the post-colonial costume. Okay. The next one is that after my research in my MA with Ramli Ali, so I teach at Sultan Idris University. So I do one choreography that we do this at competition. I still keep the gendang, seh gendang at here with the curtain, and then the girls playing, but my girls cannot playing the gendang because they're dancer, so they only singing, and then we use all musician in diploma music play the gendang and viola and violin. So the structure of the choreography, the steps that I use is the Sarawak Culture Village. All the steps, langkah, dayong, langkah, chicken break the leg, langkah, kerbau, seladang, kerbau, and then all the choreography I still keep the old version pairing 4, pairing 2, and then together. This is crab sap, langkah ketam. This is ayam patah, chicken break a leg, and then and duck, lenggang itik. So, okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Nurulakmal, to present your presentation this morning. So we found the transform from the daily life dancing to the stage dancing by the Nandak dance. The Laban notation used for describe and re-choreograph by Nurulakmal. And then for the next speaker, will present about the preservation of the traditional music in Vietnam. Please welcome Associate Professor Dr. Le Wan Tuan to present his paper.